We're now on the video record. Today is October 16th, 2020 at 9:58 a.m. Due to the severity of the COVID-19 virus and following the practice of social distancing, the host videographer and the certified stenographic court reporter will not be in the same room as the witness. This deposition will be recorded remotely. If all parties agree to the validity of the video recording and the remote swearing of the witness, please state your name, the party you represent, and if you agree, starting with the taking attorney.
That's agreeable. This is Tom Giannotti for the plaintiff, Eileen Friedman.
Agreed. This is Jim Taylor, attorney for the defendant, Mr. Abaza.
Agreed. This is Jason Deere, attorney for USAA.
And will the court reporter please swear in the witness?
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the following testimony will be the truth, nothing but the truth?
You have to say I do.
Yes, I do.
All right. So this will be the deposition of Hussein Abaza pursuant to notice and agreement and for all purposes permitted under the Georgia Civil Practice Act, including for use at trial. Mr. Abaza, could you again just please state your name for the record?
Hussein Abaza.
And have you ever given a deposition before? Okay. Well, it's not complicated, just basically questions and answers. If I ask you anything you don't understand, please let me know. We have a tendency to answer if a question calls for a yes or no with a shake or nod of the head, but because we have to have the court reporter take everything down, just please try to give verbal yes or no answers. If you need to take a break or anything like that, just let me know and we'll do that. Sir, we're here today about this collision that occurred on January 6th in Marietta, Georgia. Are you familiar with that event?
Yes.
Okay, and you understand that that collision is what this lawsuit is about, correct?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and just test out our screen sharing here. I'm going to be showing you a number of documents through the Zoom screen share. So I'm going to go ahead and put up the notice of deposition as Exhibit 1. Let me know if y'all can see this. Do you see that, sir?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, great. And so this is just your amended notice of deposition that was sent to your attorney. And I'm now going to show you what I've marked as Exhibit 2. This is a Google Street View of what I'll represent to you is the intersection where this collision took place. I'm not going to ask you to agree that it represents how it looked on that day or anything. It's just pulled off Google. But would you agree with me that this is the intersection where the collision took place?
I think so.
Okay. All right. And now I'm going to switch over to plaintiff's Exhibit 3. This is another Google, this time an overhead view. Does this appear to you, sir, to be the intersection where the collision took place?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Just so we're clear, when you were just before the collision, were you on, I'm going to highlight here, were you on Sewell Mill Road before the collision?
Yes.
Okay. And you were, I believe, in the left-hand turn lane that I'm highlighting here. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And at the time of the collision, my client, Ms. Friedman, she was in this crosswalk right here. Would you agree with that?
I don't think so. I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Let me just save this. Okay. And I'm going to switch back here to Exhibit 2, back to that Google Street View. Would you agree with me that the lane that we just highlighted in the last exhibit is this left-hand turn lane?
Yes.
Okay, and that's where you were stopped before the collision, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so turning to the collision, when just before the collision, was your light red like it is here in this photo?
No, I think it was green.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to save this too and bear with me here. Okay. So what I'd like to do now is show you some documents that were delivered to you along with the complaint in this case. So this is going to be Exhibit 7 and 8. And so there's going to be some switching back and forth here, sir, because we had sent you some questions, and then their answers are on a different page. So what I'm showing you now is Exhibit 8, and this is entitled Plaintiff's First Request for Admissions to Defendant Abaza. And if you scroll down here, there's a number of questions, and then I'm going to switch to Exhibit 7 here, and that's Defendant's Response to Plaintiff's Request for Admissions. Have you seen this document, sir?
Yes.
Okay. And so I'm going to flip back and forth here again, but so if you turn to Exhibit 8, if you look at
You
number
want me
1.
to turn to Exhibit 8? I don't know how to do that.
Oh, no. Can you see I'm sorry. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So do you see here where it says 1, you caused a collision?
Yeah, I see this question.
Okay. And then do you see in Exhibit 7, number 1, denied?
Yes.
Okay. So do you stand by that answer today, sir?
Yes.
Okay. And likewise with number 2, you partially caused the collision, denied that as well?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm now going to turn to what I've marked as Exhibits 9 and 10. So in a similar way here, this is Exhibit 10 is plaintiff's first continuing interrogatory to defendant Abaza. And do you see here, sir, where excuse me. There we go. Do you see here, sir, where we're on page 9, but just if you see here number 28, where it says, do you accept any responsibility for causing the collision? Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, and then
I answer no.
okay, great. All right, you're correct, sir. Okay, and so do you understand how these documents work? That these are binding answers on you under oath, just like you're even today, right?
What was that?
You understand that that you're sworn to tell the truth when you're answering these questions. Is that right? Okay. So you still stand by that answer, sir?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't want to beat a dead horse or anything here, but I'm gonna go through some more of these. So bear with me here. But if you look at number 29, it asks you, who do you believe is responsible for the collision, and what percentage of fault do you believe each of those people bears? And in Exhibit 9, response to number 29, you responded plaintiff.
Yeah.
Do you? Okay, I read that correctly. Did you? Do you still stand by that answer as well, sir?
Yes.
Okay. And now, again, number 30, do you believe that any other person or entity other than you is responsible or is at fault for the collision? And if so, identify that person or entity, explain why he or she or it is responsible. And then number 30, you also responded plaintiff. Did I read that correctly?
Yes.
Okay, and do you still stand by that answer? Sorry, do you still stand by that answer, sir?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. Right. And I want to scroll up here to, excuse me, another interrogatory, number 13. It asked you to describe in your own words where, how, and why the collision occurred, stating in your answer all events relating to the collision in order. And your response was, excuse me, I apologize there. I highlighted the wrong. Your response was, immediately prior to the subject incident, defendant was on Sewell Mill Road, stopped for the traffic signal at the intersection of Sewell Mill and Roswell Road. When defendant's traffic signal turned green, defendant began his left turn before making contact with plaintiff. Did I read that correctly, sir?
Yes.
Okay. And you understand defendant refers to you in that situation and plaintiff refers to Ms. Eileen Friedman, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And do you still stand by this answer, sir?
Yes.
Okay. So it's your testimony under oath that you had a green traffic light before you turned left onto Roswell Road.
Yes, this is what I saw.
Okay. And in number 24, interrogatory number 24 asked you to identify the physical location and describe substances of any conversation you had regarding the collision or anything related to the collision in 48 hours after the collision, including passengers, bystanders, police officers, witnesses, etc. I paraphrased there a bit, sir, but did I read that correctly?
Whatever you read, I don't remember exactly what you were saying, but whatever you read, whatever I answer is the correct answer.
Oh, okay, okay. So let me switch over. But I see you see number 24 highlighted on my screen here, right? And then, so you responded that you had a follow-up conversation with the investigating police officer later on the date of the accident, right?
Yes.
Okay. What was that conversation about?
About the accident.
Okay. What do you recall saying to the officer?
I don't remember.
Okay. But you would have told the truth to the officer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And we can pull up that police report in a minute here, and that may refresh your memory. But I want to first ask you just sort of about the accident here. So I'm going to turn now to Exhibit 4. Well, before I do that, let me just make sure I save these. Thank you for bearing with me there. So now I'm going to show you, do you see here this plaintiff's Exhibit 4, sir?
Yes, I see.
Okay. And so I'll represent to you, this is the police report in the case. Have you seen this before?
I think I saw a police report, but I don't know because the text is very small, so I don't know if this is what you are referring to is what I saw before or not.
Okay, okay. And you're right, it's a bit small here, but do you see this? Do you see the diagram on my screen here?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And I may be able to zoom in a bit. There we go. So I'm going to show you. I'm showing you this diagram. You see that? Are you able to see it better now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And I'm not going to ask you to agree that this is, you know, a 100% accurate depiction of what happened, but just looking at this photo here, do you see the vehicle here on where it's marked Sewell Mill Road? Sir?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And that would have been where you were stopped as we looked at the Google images earlier, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then here it's highlighted. Would that have been the approximate area of the impact?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That one
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, looking at this photo, if would you agree with me that if the vehicle shown here that we've highlighted was turning left from Sewell Mill Road onto Roswell Road, and that vehicle had a red light, that vehicle would that vehicle have the right of way or not have the right of way?
By I have the right of way or not have the right of way. You mean
Let
it
me
moves or not moves?
let me ask you this way: if the vehicle has a red light, does that vehicle have the right of way?
I mean, has the right to move?
Yes, sir.
No.
Okay. And you've stated that it's your testimony that the light was green on the date of the incident.
I saw it green.
Okay. And you stated earlier that you didn't remember exactly where Mrs. Friedman was before the impact. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any reason to dispute the approximate location in this police report, sir?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how the police get this information. So I don't know how they get this information. So,
Okay.
or the sketch, I don't know about the sketch also, if it is accurate, it's not accurate. So
Okay.
I'm not the one who did it to ask me like if it is correct or not.
Sure. I understand. So let me ask you this. If who do you think had the right of way in the on the date of the collision?
I don't know. You said like if you have a green light, you have the right of way. If you have red light, you don't have the right of way. So you're asking me like, that's my answer.
Okay. And I'm not trying to be confusing or anything. I just want to make sure I understand where you stand on this collision. So one way to find out who had the right of way might be to look at who got the ticket, right?
I'm not a police officer. I cannot say how they write tickets. So, and I don't know if it's not my expertise to say like who has the right of way, who does not have the right of way, how the police write tickets, to be honest with you.
Okay. Do you know who got the ticket or the traffic citation in this case?
He gave me a ticket, but I don't think it is a ticket like I made an accident and I hit people. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what is the ticket says, but he gave me a ticket. But it's not like I don't remember if it is like says like I hit somebody or something.
Okay. Well, you would agree that you did collide with Miss Friedman, right?
I think so.
Okay. And I'm gonna highlight. Excuse me. Here in this is the police report. First page of the police report here. I've highlighted here the citation information and your name. So you agree that you were cited in this collision, right?
Yeah, I get a ticket, but it's not like if you say like you agree that this ticket because I hit Mrs. What's her name? I don't know. I don't know because I don't think
Well,
the ticket was the ticket.
okay.
It is that particular thing.
Okay. I'm going to show you now what I've marked as Exhibit 12, and I'll just represent to you that this is a certified copy of the traffic citation that you received in the case. Have you seen this before?
The text is very, very small.
Okay.
So I assume it is the same, but I cannot read it.
Sure. Let me zoom in. How is that better, sir?
Yeah, basic rule violation. Basic rules violation. I see basic rules violation. Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's the one. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna highlight here. Yeah, you just noted the basic rules violation, and do you see below that where it says red light violation?
It says red light violations here, but it says basic rules violation. And I think it is $99, so it is less than $100. So
Oh, okay. Okay. So, is it true that you were cited initially for violating a traffic control device, as I've highlighted here?
what was that? What's your question again? I'm sorry.
Oh, is it true that you were cited for failing to obey a traffic control device?
You know, you see what I see. So you interpret it the same way I interpret it, I guess, or everybody, like you can ask the people who write it how they interpret it. But
Okay.
it says
Well,
basic rule violation. That's what I paid the $99 for.
oh, okay. Okay. Well, I understand you paid the fine, sir. I just was asking you if it's true that you were cited for a red light violation.
As I told you, I mean, you see what I see. The other attorneys see what I see. So they might
So,
answer you better. I don't know.
and sir, I'm not
It
trying to
says
be
basic
difficult.
rules
I just
violation.
okay, sir. I'm not trying to be difficult. But did the officer cite you for a red light violation?
I don't know how he wrote it. I don't know how he cited me. But as I am telling you, when I went to I went to the court, they said this is basic rule violation, pay $99. Do you pay $99? For me, paying $99 and leave is, I'm busy. Nobody wants to go and argue with the police or the court for $99. That's the thing.
I understand. So if I understand you correctly, you're telling me you went to court and you paid the fine and you did not contest or fight the citation in any way, correct?
It's not, I did not contest or fight the citation or agree on it. They said, okay, basic rule violation. So I thought like basic rules violation is like, and they said like no points, nothing. Pay the $99 and leave. So
Okay.
I paid the $99 and left. I did not agree that it is red light or the green light or I hit the woman or I did not hit the woman. I did not, I mean, we did not discuss any of that. So like basic rule violation, pay $99. I said, okay, $99, I'm leaving out of the court, no points, nothing. That's a good deal.
I understand. Well, Mrs. Friedman did not receive any ticket or citation, did she?
Of the record.
Sorry.
I don't know. I don't have the records, so I cannot tell.
Okay. All right. Well, do you agree that your vehicle did, you mentioned, excuse me, let me back up. You mentioned a minute ago that you didn't fight or excuse me, you didn't say that you hit the woman or didn't hit the woman. Is it your testimony today that you did not hit Ms. Friedman?
No, whatever I tested, you just went over the testimony before, the written one. So you asked me the question and I stick with it. So whatever written there, I stick with it.
Okay. And I understand you didn't discuss whether or not you hit Ms. Friedman when you went to the traffic court to pay your fine. But I'm just asking you here today, did you hit Ms. Friedman with your vehicle?
What did I say I already answered you this question, I guess. Can you go to the answer again and read it? Because you just asked me this question before a few minutes. Exhibit 10,
No,
I think.
I'm just asking you, did you hit Ms. Friedman?
I think my car might hit her.
Okay. Do you remember getting out of your vehicle and going to check on her or anything like that?
Yeah. I stopped and I checked on her.
Okay. have you ever called her to apologize for hitting her?
It's not like apologize for hit her. It's just like, are you good? I'm sorry. Don't worry. These kind of things when you see somebody hurt. I mean, you calm him. Yeah, of course. I'm a human being.
Sure. And when you got out of your vehicle to check on her, do you recall where she was in the roadway? Sorry, I think your
No,
audio.
no.
Okay. I saw you talking. The audio I think cut out. So let me first let me just save this here. And I think we've covered this pretty well. So I don't have much more, sir. But just again, I just want to make sure that we're clear on where you stand on this. And again, I'm not trying to trick you or be difficult or anything. But I just want to revisit here. The Exhibit 8. If you look here, we covered number 1 and 2 earlier. You caused the collision, and you partially caused the collision. And then in Exhibit 7, you responded denied.
Yes.
Do you still stand by those answers, sir?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And number 3, you were at fault for causing the collision. You also responded denied. Do you still stand by that answer as well? Okay. So let me just make sure I understand your testimony. It's your testimony that first that you recall the light was green. Is that correct? Sorry, is that a yes? What was that?
Yes, this is what I saw.
Okay, so you saw the light was green, you proceeded through the intersection, and then you testified. Let me just ask you again, did you hit Ms. Friedman with your car?
What was that?
I'm sorry. So after you said you saw the green light, proceeded through the intersection, and then what happened?
Yeah, I went on my way, and I saw like somebody in the front of the car or something moving. So I assumed that I hit her.
Okay. And you spoke with the officer about the accident after the collision, right?
The police came.
Okay. And did you tell the officer that you had a green light?
Okay, I told him.
Okay.
I don't, to be honest with you, I don't recall exactly because you are asking me like specific what you told the police. So I told him what is in the report, yes.
Okay. All right. And so I want to revisit here. Back in these, this is Exhibit 10, interrogatories. When you were asked who you believe is responsible for the collision, and you responded, excuse me, that the plaintiff was responsible. Do you still stand by that answer as well, sir?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, unless Mr. Taylor or Mr. Deere has any questions for you, I think that's all I have.
This is Mr. Deere. I do have a couple questions. Mr. Baza, I represent USAA, and I just want to make sure I understand as much as I can about this accident. Did you come to a complete stop at the intersection with the red light prior to turning green?
Yes, and also I stayed there for minutes. It's not like, not minutes.
How long do you think you stayed there?
It was like a good amount of time. It's not like you are trying to beat a traffic light. No, I was there for a good amount of time, like the whole traffic light. Yes,
So you did come to a complete stop at a red light,
yes,
right?
yes, for a period of time also.
Do you think a minute or longer?
I think so. It is like the traffic light. How long the traffic light stops, I was there.
Okay. Do you know whether, well, first of all, have you seen any dash cam footage related to this accident?
The police, when he called me, he showed me footage. Yeah, he showed me a footage.
What did that show?
He says like, oh, you see, this is like red traffic light and whatever. So I told him, no, I saw it green. And yeah, he showed it to me.
Do you know of any witnesses to this accident other than the people involved directly?
I think the one who gave the police the dash cam, he says like he's a witness. I don't know if he's the actual witness or not, but I mean, the police told me like this dash cam came from a witness.
Do you know if your attorney's in possession of that dash cam video?
Ask him. He's in front of me.
Okay. Did you slam on your brakes or anything prior to impacting the pedestrian?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Taylor, do you have anything further?
I have no questions.
Well, since Mr. Deere brought up that dash camera, I think I ought to revisit that too. So we can go ahead and mark this. We can do exhibit 13. And let me share my screen again. Do you see this video, sir?
Yes, I see a video.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play it in its entirety now. All right. Now, having watched that once at least, Mr. Abaza, does that refresh your recollection at all about the events of the collision?
Yeah. I did not see the whole video last time. Like the police did not show me the whole video. I showed just like a small portion of it.
Okay. Is this the same video that the police showed you?
A portion of it, a small portion of it.
Okay. Is this the first time since the accident that you're watching this video?
Yes.
Okay. I want to start over here and just stop at a point right before the collision. And can you see at this point the traffic light that you were facing? I'll pause it.
Yes.
Okay. And is this your vehicle just to the left of the school bus here?
Is this Nissan Leaf? I don't know. It could be.
Okay.
Like a small car, dark, really dark at night. And
Do you
so
still drive the same car?
I had Nissan Leaf white, yes.
Okay. All right.
You are telling me like this is your car.
Okay. So this vehicle right here that is moving forward through the light, is that your vehicle?
I think so. I think so. I mean, you're showing me a car and you say like this is your car. I think so.
Okay. And this does appear, if you look at the date stamp here in the bottom, do you see 1620?
Yeah, I see the number 16/20/27/4/19.
Okay. So do you understand that to be January 6, 2020, about 7 a.m.?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have any reason to believe that that isn't your vehicle?
I don't know. I mean, you are the expert. The attorneys are the expert. They are the one who tell like there is reason or there is no reason.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play this portion here and pause it here. Do you see the vehicle right here?
Okay, yes.
Okay. Do you see the light above the vehicle?
Yeah, I see the light there.
What color does it appear to be?
It looks red.
Okay. And I'm gonna go back. Does it appear to be red here too?
Yes.
Okay. And going back further, can you still see it?
Yes.
All right. How can you see it here?
No.
No? Okay. So probably about here. Can you see the light here?
Yes, I can see.
Okay. And does that also still appear to be red?
I think so. Yes.
Okay. So, and then I also want to ask you, do you see the crosswalk pedestrian sign right here?
Yes.
Okay. And do you see the person right here in the crosswalk?
Yeah, I think that's a human being.
Okay. And do you see the reflective vest she's wearing?
I mean, you are saying like it's reflected. There could be.
Okay. And I'm going to go forward here. So you see the car go through the intersection while the light is red, right?
Which car?
That vehicle that we've been referring to that you said you're not sure if it's yours?
Yes.
Okay.
It
So would
seems
you
that
agree?
because I mean, you are showing me a video. I'm not the expert in videos. I mean, you can analyze videos much better than me. Attorneys can analyze videos much better than me. So I'm not the expert. So you are asking me like why it is red, why this car goes. If it is red, it's not red. So these people are expert in videos, expert in attorneys, expert in traffic, can answer these questions much better than me.
Okay. And do you see here that the light just changed? Back up. You see there that it's now green, right?
Yeah, I see green light there.
Okay. And I'm not asking you to, draw any conclusions about why anything is. I'm just asking you to, if you see what I'm seeing in the video, that's all. And so do you, now is a little bit of a better picture of the vehicle here. Having a better, clear picture, do you know whether that's your vehicle?
What was that? Yeah, I think this is my car.
Okay. And is that you in the
Yeah,
frame
this
here?
is, yes, this is me.
Okay. And is that Ms. Friedman?
Yes.
Okay. And you testified earlier about you helping her up. Does that appear to be what you're doing right here in the video?
Yeah. I told her like, you see, these people come and I come also. And
Okay.
you see, I am calming her. Yeah. And she was calling, I think, somebody of what happened to the video.
Sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I took the video down. Is there anything you want me to pull it back up? Is there anything that you wanted to mention about that video? Okay. All right. So, and I just wanted to bring that up since Mr. Deere mentioned it, and just again, just let me revisit once more your responses. So I'm back on that Exhibit 10, the interrogatory responses we've been talking about. And again, it was asking you if you accept any responsibility for causing the collision, and you responded no. Likewise, in Exhibit 8, and it was asking you if you were at fault for causing the collision, and if you caused the collision, both of which you responded that you denied. Having now watched that video, do you still stand by those responses?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you, I saw the light green. I mean, you show me a video, it is red, whatever. I mean, you bring the expert to explain why.
Okay.
I told you what I saw.
Okay. And is it possible that you could have been mistaken about the color of the light?
I have no idea. I mean, the expert will tell.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have, sir. Thank you for your time. And if there's nothing else from Mr. Deere or Mr. Taylor, that's all we'll have for today.
Nothing for me. Thank you.
No questions.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Off
Thank you so
record
much.
1040.